Day 2, I'm getting ready for you. One, two, three, four. What?
That day. Ever since that day, Mike, I've wanted to knock you the...
We know that Tyson and Paul are getting ready for their fight in Arlington, Texas, esteemed NT Stadium. Derek voiced his thoughts about the impending fight in a radio broadcast. Raheem, I've heard that they wear head guards and 18-ounce gloves. If my memory serves me well, this isn't so much a battle as it seems more like a sparring bout. It's absurd. Is that really what they want us to pay to watch? In a recent video, Paul responded to criticism regarding his match with Tyson and questioned why people were angry with him for accepting the offer. He offered a speculative scenario to support his choice.
Oh, you're mad at me for fighting Mike Tyson? Imagine this.
Jake, we got the biggest deal ever. You versus Mike Tyson. Live on Netflix. You're gonna entertain millions of people and make an unbelievable amount of money. What do you think?
Nah. Exactly. That's what I thought. July 20th. Be there. Good boy.
Reflecting on the journey, Tyson acknowledged Paul's notable progress as a boxer over the years and expressed enthusiasm about the match between the younger fighter's will and his own seasoned experience. On the undercard of his fight with Roy Jones, Tyson had kickstarted Paul's boxing career, which made it an especially remarkable full-circle experience. Now, on the other side, he hopes to finish that chapter by defeating him in the ring. Paul emphasized Tyson's own strengths, stressing his youthful speed and unwavering commitment to improving his skills despite worries expressed by Tyson's coach in a recent video. He acknowledged Tyson's legendary status as the greatest heavyweight of all time and the most formidable knockout artist in history. Paul reaffirmed his commitment to competing in the heavyweight class, citing his intense training regimen and steadfast will. He showed signs of readiness for the impending task by sharing glimpses of his rigorous preparation.
August 5th, baby. Let's go.
Conversely, KSI Opinions Jake, while Tyson's involvements signifies a rebound for Paul amid continued criticism for his choice of opponents and forays into MMA, Paul's recent moves have been welcomed with disappointment. KSI finds the contrast startling. Paul has been competing against lesser-known boxers in smaller arenas lately, which is very different from the magnitude and difficulty of taking on Tyson and voicing his opinions. Paul's choice was characterized by KSI as depressing and a lose-lose scenario. He went on to say that even if Paul were to defeat Tyson, it would be perceived as a victory over a man who was 57 years old and well past his peak. Even though Tyson was a strong fighter in his heyday, the situation today is different. KSI brought attention to the possible ramifications for Paul's legacy, speculating that his reputation as a guy who takes out more experienced opponents would eclipse any accomplishments. The matchup is significantly favored to Tyson, which makes KSI question the legitimacy of the event and consider the circumstances. While expressing skepticism on Paul's potential opponents and career trajectory, KSI underscored the need of leaving a legacy. In a related conversation, he conjectured about Paul maybe fighting even more legendary personalities like Muhammad Ali, and questioned the legitimacy of such bouts. Logan Paul also disclosed receiving an offer for a boxing battle versus Tyson, but one that was not as lucrative. After returning after his Netflix binge, Jake Paul made some insinuations about the financial motivations behind his brother's choices, implying that money was a major factor.
I'm sure you have some opinions about Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson is 57 years old. Honestly, I just think it's sad, bro. I don't know why Jake took it. It's a lose-lose. Everyone's gonna know him as the guy that knocked out on old Mike Tyson.
At his age, if you get hit by one solid Jake Paul punch,
prune juice.
you're prune juice.
It's Mike Tyson. Anything can happen. Jake could literally walk out without an ear. Like, bro, he's...
The funny thing is, Evander Holyfield followed me.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah. I said, nah.
Not enough ears?
No, I'm
KSI provided a distinct perspective on the ongoing rivalry between Jake Paul and himself, emphasizing the origins of it in their shared interest in boxing, whilst Paul seeks acceptance in more conventional boxing circles. Mike Tyson announces his return to the ring by giving a glimpse inside his gym training sessions, while KSI completely embraces his impact in the boxing industry and even launches his own Misfits boxing promotion. Decades have passed since the 57-year-old boxer Tyson dominated the ring, but his legendary status and enormous fan base endure. With the release of a new training video and the recently uncovered footage, the excitement around his return has increased dramatically. The former six-time world heavyweight champion exuded power while landing strong blows and keeping a strong rhythm the entire time. With 58 fights under his belt, he was in peak condition and gave an amazing performance for the camera. Tyson is getting on for his 58th birthday, and he is in excellent physical shape. But dealing with Paul, a man 30 years his junior, is not easy. Experts, among them former promoter Frank Warren, have expressed worries about Tyson's safety in moving forward with the fight in Las Vegas, saying it goes beyond simple sessions on the punching bag. In a recent interview with Teport, Warren reaffirmed his objection to Tyson's comeback to boxing. While he expressed his affection for Jake Paul, he vehemently disagreed with a 58-year-old guy entering the ring. He underlined that despite the unexpected turns of events in current times and the huge rewards they are associated with, a matchup of this kind shouldn't be taking place. Warren made it plain that he had no personal stake in the fight, even if he acknowledged the possibility of significant financial gain and refrained from criticizing the bout provided it were properly overseen and officiated. He underlined how crucial it is for qualified medical supervision and knowledgeable officials to guarantee combatant safety, saying he wouldn't be against the fight if these requirements were met. He did, however, restate his opinion that he does not find it appealing. Nate Diaz, a former UFC fighter, was quick to make his prediction for Tyson and Paul's upcoming boxing match. "Even if I dismissed the question casually at first, I don't give up." In the press release promoting the match, Diaz later stated to Inside Fighting that he visualizes Tyson coming out on top. He sees Tyson raising his arm in celebration at the finish of the battle. Nikita Darren, the manager of Paul, discussed his thoughts on the impending fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, calling it a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. He said he hoped it will end up becoming the most watched boxing match in contemporary history. Darren emphasized the cooperation with Netflix as a special chance to broadcast the fight on a never-before-seen worldwide scale. He underlined their dedication to presenting this historic match between two sports icons and said that working with Netflix offers an unmatched chance to broadcast the game globally. All eyes will be on AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas as the fight date draws near. Here, Tyson and Paul will square off in what looks to be one of the most fascinating and hotly contested bouts in recent boxing history. This concludes today's video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and click the bell button if you liked it so you don't miss our next video, which is almost ready for you.